If the auto dimming mirror isn't turning on in your Kia Sportage, one of the first things you should check is the fuse. In this 4th generation Kia Sportage, the fuse for auto dimming mirror is located in the interior fuse box. Open the driver's door and you will see the panel for the fuse box just below the dashboard. Grab the handle and pull out the cover. Flip the cover and you will see a comprehensive diagram of all the fuses in the fuse box. The fuse that powers the auto dimming mirror is labeled as Module 3 and it's a 10 amp fuse. You can test this fuse with a test light, which is the most accurate way to check if the fuse is getting power. First, turn on the ignition or start the engine. This ensures there's power running through the circuit. Now grab your test light. Clip the alligator clamp to a good metal ground, like this unpainted bolt on the door. Touch the tip of the test light to both the small exposed metal points on top of the fuse. If the test light illuminates on both sides, the fuse is good and power is flowing through it. If it lights up only on one side, the fuse is blown and must be replaced. If it does not light up on any side, the ignition may be turned off or there may be a bigger electrical issue. If you don't have a test light, you must pull out the fuse to inspect it visually. Carefully pull out the 10 amp Module 3 fuse using a fuse puller or a pair of needle nose pliers. Hold the fuse up to a light and look through the translucent plastic. Inside you will see a small metal strip. If the strip is intact, the fuse is likely still good. But if the strip is melted, broken, or there's any discoloration or burn marks inside, the fuse is blown and needs to be replaced. Here is an example of how a blown fuse usually looks like. Notice how the metal strip is broken inside. If the fuse is blown, make sure to replace it with another 10 amp fuse. Never use a fuse with a higher rating. If the fuse is good and the auto dimming mirror is still not working, it could be due to a wiring issue. Start by removing the plastic cover behind the rear view mirror. Just grab the cover from the top or bottom and pull it towards you. Once the cover is off, you will see the electrical connector that powers the mirror. Carefully inspect the connector for any signs of damage, corrosion, or loose pins. A loose or poorly seated connector can prevent the mirror from receiving power even if the fuse is good. Unplug the connector and plug it back in firmly to ensure a solid connection. If the wiring and connector look fine, but the mirror still does not function, then the problem may lie inside the mirror itself. Auto-dimming mirrors have internal sensors and circuitry, and like any electrical component, they can eventually fail. In that case, the mirror may have to be replaced. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to EasyJoin for more automotive troubleshooting videos. Thanks for watching.